Hey class, this is our Intro to Programming assignment. For our first assignment, we're going to be talking about what programming is. So just like all the assignments that we do in class, we're going to start off with some prior knowledge. What do you know? Tell me what you know about programming and give me some examples of programming in daily computing. Our objective for this assignment is to define programming, and we're going to discuss its role in computing. So let's jump over to the overview. One of the things I want to point out as we go through the overview, you're going to see parts of the overview highlighted in yellow and underlined and bold and maybe even a little bigger than the rest of the words. That's very intentional. That means there's something important in that area, in that sentence. So there's a lot of information over these slides, as you can see as I'm clicking through them. I don't necessarily need you to read every line and every word, but definitely if you see something underlined, if you see something bigger than the rest of the words, if you see them a different color highlighted, pay attention to that section, that sentence, and those words. With that said, I'll quickly go over some of the overview. I'm not going to read this word for word. So again, I don't necessarily expect you to do that either. This slide in particular, we're talking about computer programming. One of the things I included here that's kind of neat, there's some YouTube videos of how cars are built and also Google self-driving cars. I would definitely encourage you guys to click on those links and take a look at them. It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool how these programs are being used for cars. So computer programs, what are they? So again, here we are. There's a yellow word or phrase here that I've highlighted because this is important. This is an important point. Computer programs provide instructions. That's what programs are. They are instructions. Without instructions, a robot, a car, a computer would not perform a task. It would just be a paperweight or a doorstop. It would be pointless, useless. So computer programs and programming is they are vitally important. So computer programming languages, they are a combination of words, numbers, symbols, and they have their own rules. So again, this is highlighted here, so just make sure that you are reading what programming languages are. Here's a quick example of some programming languages. There are different languages in programming, just like there are different languages in the real world. We have English, we have Spanish, we have French, and each one of those languages have specific rules. And it's the same with programming languages. We have JavaScript, we have Python, we have Swift. Those are all different programming languages. The rules that each language and all these languages have to follow are called syntax. So again, here's a word that is highlighted, underlined, it's made yellow, it's bigger, syntax. That is just another word for rules. JavaScript and Python have different sets of rules of how you have to write the instructions. If you want a robot to move forward, you are going to write that differently in JavaScript than you would in Python. Might not be completely different, right? Might just be small little differences, but they will be different, and you have to pay attention to those differences. Otherwise, the machine that you are asking to perform a task will not work. All right, so let's review some of the questions I'm asking you. So this first one, again, we usually start off with, give me three. So give me three examples of everyday items that use programming. All right. And if you don't know, Google it or go back through the overview. There's some examples in your overview. A true and false question, programming is only used for personal computers. I'll let you answer that. Again, go back through the overview. You can Google. Blockly. So again, Blockly is a way for you guys to actually get some experience with writing simple programs. So it says click me here. So go ahead and click that big red button and go into Blockly and perform some programming tasks. Once you've done that, give me your print screen here. Most of you guys are going to be using the laptops, and if you don't know how to print screen, you hold the FN button in the bottom left-hand corner, and then you go to your top right-hand corner and hit print screen. Once you do that, come over here, click edit, and then paste. That is how you do a print screen. This question here, we have our terms, we have our definitions, match them up. Again, if you are unsure about terms and definitions, go back through the overview or simply Google. And then we're going to wrap up with what did you learn today? Give me 3 sentences. Tell me what did you learn that maybe you didn't know about programming coming into this assignment. What did you learn? And then finally, our Google Form 5-question review. There's going to be questions on this Google form that you don't know. I don't expect you to know because we haven't covered. Do your best. You can take it more than once if you want, but I do not expect you to get all of these answers. But we definitely have to get comfortable with some of these concepts. You'll see the same 5 questions throughout all these assignments. Once you've done the Google form, you are done with this assignment.